So last night I was taking a shower and I made the biggest uh-oh boo-boo that you could possibly do. And that was I dropped the soap. Now I do pride myself in my soap controlling abilities, but yesterday I might have just been fatigued, tired, playing a little bit too much of Medal of Honor Warfighter, but I did, in fact, drop the soap. Now, as most people may or may not think that, when you drop the soap, the first thing you do is look behind you to make sure no one's there before picking up that elusive little slippery creature. But I, all for one, have no problem just reaching right down there and doing so because I know about a 30-minute pursuit chase is inbound, and I, for one, have broken a thermometer on the floor and tried to chase down Mercury. But it doesn't compare to trying to pick up the soap in a wet bathtub. It just does not. And pro tip for you guys, fact that both soap and mercury are very, very toxic to dogs. Don't ask me how I know, but there's this cool little pet cemetery by my house, just FYI, just a cool little fact. Anyways, guys, how the fuck are the Battlefielders doing today? I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Battlefield, actually, in a way that I have never done so before. So, late night, obviously the internet is involved, you're laying in bed, you're, whatever, your nights usually, this is how your nights go. I'm just psychic like this, I predict this. You get home, you do whatever you normally do, play a few video games, hop online, watch a little bit of YouTube, hop on Twitter, Facebook, gossip a little bit, see what's going on. Then you go lay down in bed, and then reopen your Twitter and Facebook or whatever on your phone or iPad or whatever. That's kind of how it happens. That's what happened to me until I stumbled across Reddit, this little thread that was posted on the Reddit section of Battlefield 3 about a potential Battlefield Bad Company television show. Whoa, sir. Are we talking about a TV series built around the EA DICE creation that is Battlefield Bad Company? And then I started thinking a little bit more that this sounds absolutely attractive and awesome sauce because I really haven't ever played the Battlefield campaigns, and it kind of bothers me a little bit, but apparently from what I've heard, it's extremely, extremely humorous. So they're going to be developing this. Fox actually picked it up, and what they're going to be doing is creating what they call an action comedy kind of series, an hour-long action comedy, which they have confirmed that it will follow the 4 renegade soldiers from the game, and it says, as they exit military life and enter the private sector, but trouble is never far behind as they realize their commanding officer had used them to further the ends of a shadow unit within the government and now wants them dead to cover his tracks. Now, obviously, at first glance, after, noticing that and reading that, I'm like, wow, this sounds extremely cheesy. Please don't ruin this for me. And a lot of people, a lot of whizzes going around the interwebs right now saying that, oh, it just sounds like an A-Team reboot. And they just have a new little title on it. So it will simply just be called Bad Company, obviously, not Battlefield Bad Company. And it plans to add a little bit of humor, a little bit of funny punch to the awesomeness that will be involved in action and Battlefield combat. Now let's take a brief intermission. Are you guys watching this gameplay? Can you count how many montage clips we've had so far? I even got the accusations. This is an awesome gameplay. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I kind of forgot it was even here too, and I'm commentating the damn thing. But anyways, back on track. Now, the guys that are behind this right now, they actually have a couple strong backers. You got some of the guys with Happy Madison, Sony TV, and a guy named John Eisendrath, who was behind Alias, the popular TV show, a little while back. So I am looking forward to see how this is going to go, how they're going to work this out, because this is a very, very important series to a lot of us Battlefielders, and we wouldn't want to see it butchered or the actual existence of this game being so awesome. I would hate to see this game, it's going to be hard, I will not lie, think about it. I mean, how hard do you think it's going to be to create a Battlefield thing? The storyline is obviously going to be followed through the campaign that they used to have, and unfortunately, I never played that. I can't tell you anything about it, but hopefully you guys have experienced it yourself. I'm not a campaign guy, I've just never done it, no matter it's Call of Duty, Battlefield, whatever. Very, very few campaigns have ever captured my attention single player, and that was Halo, which I thought had an incredible storyline, and they're doing that Forward right now, that it was Forward to Dawn or something like that, and it actually looks promising. I watched the first couple episodes, and I'm just kind of waiting until they all come out because I want to watch it like one awesome movie rather than a couple webisodes. So, as of right now, I'm extremely excited to see what they're going to do and what they're going to present with this. I mean, to buy out the rights and to get permission to use the Bad Company logo and go on with the story is obviously an awesome blessing. It's obviously got a lot of potential behind it, and it's cool to know that something that we all have in common with this game could potentially become a television show, which is kind of cool. Now, it's definitely in the, developing stages right now. All that's listed right now, the only person listed on the damn project is John Eisendrath. The actors have not been caught in there. Obviously, they're the four main protagonists. They've not done too much about the details, which means this thing could obviously be squashed. But I want to ask you guys, as fans of not only the Battlefield series, but as an FPS multiplayer game, as it goes, how successful do you honestly think this will be? I'm not trying to get my hopes up because I do think I'll get let down. I'd like to be extremely excited and, hyped for this. But again, it's still in the beginning stages. Lord knows if it'll even reach production. And until we see who's casted in it, obviously the potential is going to be relatively small. But obviously just to hear the announcement of it is obviously intoxicating. I'm so excited about the potential of seeing one of my favorite games of all time become a television show. And hopefully they don't butcher it. They've ruined a lot of games that they've turned into movies, in my opinion. Resident Evil, for example, the movies are just meh, but they don't give the game justice. Resident Evil was the original horror that made you poop in your panties. And, just that kind of series. I mean, they can really, really butcher this. And I would hate to see that. Now, what do you think, as being players of this game, what do you think the general franchise is going to do when it comes down to watching a little bit about this? You see me flying a helicopter, guys? Write this down. Mark this day in history. Poe never enters in vehicles, and it's for that fucking spawn protection. But again, for this being a very popular franchise, I'm very, very curious to see what they're going to do, because there's not too much to go off of. It was a campaign after all. How do you develop a series? A movie's one thing, but a series? That's something else. Let me know what you guys honestly think down below in the comment section. I'd love to see what you guys felt. Remember to leave a rating. A like and favorite helps out a lot. Follow me, guys, on Twitter. You guys have not been in tune with me. I release all my details and everything on there. If you guys want to come hang out, talk, get some lobbies, some live streams and stuff like that, all of my stuff is located down in the description below. So thanks for all the support, guys. Again, like I said, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for it? Are you skeptical? But that's about it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to go try to catch that soap because I rage quitted earlier.